Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Toys in My Closet. I am your host, Hebot, and today we're going to take a look at the brand new McFarlane Toys Gold Label Warhammer 4000. And this is none other than the Chaos Space Marine Word Bearer. As you guys know, McFarlane has been doing these Warhammer figures for quite some time. This one kind of came out of the under the radar. I think he hasn't even showcased this particular figure available in his Instagram page, which he usually does. I just happened to stumble upon it on his actual website. And it is exclusive to his website for what it looks like as of now. And I think I saw it. I think I also saw it on Amazon. So this was previously one of the unpainted type of figures that he had, where you can buy it yourself and paint it, you know, to your liking. For those who are, custom. Custom toy collectors and know how to customize stuff, which I don't really know how to do, but I did like the mold. I said it looked badass, and I was hoping that he did something with it, and he did. Now, I kind of feel like he should have went with another color that he hasn't done yet, like in orange, because there are Warhammers that are orange colored that are white. But instead he went with the red champagne again. Still looks really cool with the silver tones and stuff. So here, take a closer look what it looks like in the packaging itself. As you see, I don't like the face details because it kind of feels like it's too plain and bland. But it looks still really cool in the packaging, as you see. And the side has a picture of the figure, promotional shot, but it does look like it has a little bit more detail and defined, like wash on it, as opposed to the actual figure. On the other side, you just have the Warhammer. It's like a symbol of the logo of one of the, gadgets in the world, and then you turn it around, and in the back, you see another shot, a promotional shot of the figure. It says Chaos right there. It says the Chaos Space Marine, as you see. Right on the corner top there. Right here. And then, the McFarlane handles of social media. And that's pretty down the bottom, just legalese, and then on the top is just, the window box opening and ages 12 and McFarlane Toys in the corner. So pretty par for the course as far as what he's done thus far to this point with this line. For those who collect mint on card, at least you know that he continued with the aesthetics and style of in-box with these figures. So now let's take them out of the box and see what the figure actually has to offer, see if it's any good, or if it's pretty much the same as others, or maybe not as good. So sit back, relax, enjoy your digital drink, and I'll see you guys real soon in the blink of an eye. So here we have the Chaos Space Marine Word Bearer out of packaging. So let's take a closer look and bring them up to the camera like so. So we'll start off with the head portrait, as you see. And as you can see, it's very beige. Has all the lining and details and stuff like that, but not enough wash to bring out and make the details pop. Has that horn there on the side. There is a lot of detail on the mask, as you can see right there. And stuff like that, but not a lot of paint to it, just like a flat gray with the black there. And of course you have the details in the actual chest area, the plate with the skull, and these shoulder holders with the silver, the symbol there, and the orange with black, you know. And in the back, as you can see, on his belt, a pouch there, brown, with like what looks to be a green smoke grenade or a grenade itself. Some silver highlights on his, silver highlights on his forearm gauntlet, right? No highlights here, which I thought it would be nice if it did. On his hand, on the upper part of the hand. All these detailed grooves in the stomach area. It looks like an underneath bodysuit with armor. Then the belt, really nice leather strap with the brown, with the buckle, with another grenade that looks to be a smoke grenade. This loincloth sash coming out in the front, leathery looking, nice and tithered and painted with a lot of highlights and details. The other shoulder holder with some spikes, highlights of gray and silver. Same thing here. On this forearm gauntlet, and then we come down to the crotch area. You see as the same suit going down with the silver highlights on the top of the thigh area. And a nice strap there with the actual, leathery look. Also the buckle in silver. Then go down to the kneecap and shin guard area with all this silver highlight with this arrow here with silver going all the way across the back. And then you can see on this side as well, it's like a nice, really nice skull design with the silver highlights all across. Really nice detail. So as far as the aesthetics of the figure, see you have that little detail there, and also on this side also. The figure looks really, really nice and detailed. It looks great. As far as the details go, it looks really, really cool. So, like always, the gold label always tends to have a little bit more paint work to them and a little extra care and love, I guess, to identify that there are, exclusive types of figures. So there you have it. There's the Chaos Marine word barrier as far as the aesthetic. So now we'll take a quick look at the accessories that he actually comes with. So let's take a look first at the small handgun, which is basically really nice design, futuristic, with just a flat matte gray, but it has like a silver sheen, little silver sheen to it as well. So it does the job, obviously, even though it's simple. But yeah, it looks nice with two barrels there. So that's one of the accessories it comes with. Then of course he brings the traditional McFarlane circle stand with the temple of Warhammer 4000. Then he brings this mace with these really cool spikes on it. Really nice amounts of detail on the handle going down to the actual handle where you hold it from. At the very end you have the spikes on it as well, which is really, really cool and menacing, but it looks like it'll really hurt somebody. And then maybe this might not be count as a accessory, but it is a separate piece, so that's why I count it as an accessory. His backpack with the actual, what you call these, where the torques come out from, where they can fly. Nice amounts of detail with the silver, and then silver going into the red. See the pipes there in the back, all that stuff, which looks really, really cool and really, really nice. So as far as accessories go, that's what he brings, as you see there. So what we'll do next is we'll take a quick pause, and now we'll take a look at his articulation, see how well he actually articulate and how well he moves, even though he is a bigger, more girthier style figure. So let's take a look at that. So we'll start off with the head, which moves left, it moves right, it moves back that much, it moves, looks down that much, and it does have tilt left to right. And then in the shoulder area, it has 180 degrees. It does go up just a minimal because of the shoulder pauldron being so large, but it goes up about that much. And the shoulder pauldron is on a separate piece. So if you actually, I believe they pop out, if you actually pop this out like so, then the shoulder would go up much more. And as you can see, it has a small butterfly swivel. It has a bicep swivel. It has a double jointed elbow. Then the wrist moves, and then it has a ball pin, so you can move it, you know, up like so or down with the ball peg that it has. You can move it up and down like so. It's a little hard, but it is there. And then the actual torso is cut on the top where you have that wall movement, which you can move it left and right, a little bit back and forth. Then it has an actual waist swivel, and then you can bend it forward about that much. You can bend them forward about that much, as you can see there. Then you can hyperextend them back about that much, which is a good amount, especially for being a figure that's supposed to have a heavy armor. So let's put back this shoulder pauldron real quick. Pop it back on. Really fast. Let's see if I can straighten it out. It's not going in. Wait. Oh, there it is. Oh, no, it fell right off. Never mind. So, moving right along, it has a, like I said, a torso cut. Then it has a nice thigh swivel, a double underneath, and then of course on the foot I got the tip that goes up and down, the leg goes up slightly a little bit, it goes down just a little bit, and it has a slight rocker, and this is on both sides. It's just kind of cumbersome because the figure is very thick and hefty and girthy, right? So yeah, there it is. So he does have pretty good, decent amount of articulation for posability. So that's a very good thing for this type of figure being so big and being so massive. So now let's take a quick look at the Chaos Marine with the accessories that he comes with. And here we go, guys. Here we have the Space Marine Word barrier or bearer with all of his weapons and accessories. And you can pose him in some dynamic poses. It all depends how you feel, and if you have the patience, you can. As you see, I have done that here with him, and it looks really cool. Turn him around a little bit, you can see what it looks like. Put the backpack on him. And the McFarlane toys may not be as well painted and maybe flexible as far as the articulation goes as the Joy Toy ones, but for the price point that you pay and the fact that, you know, he puts a lot of sculpting and detail to his figures, it is a very good figure to have in your collection, and the level of detail is really superb. And for the price, like I said, of $20, you really can't go wrong with these Warhammer figures. So, I guess really quick, let's bring in some other figures just to show some slight, I guess, comparison of what he looks like with other figures like the Power Ranger, Dino Charge, Red Ranger, and let's say let's bring in the SH Figure Arts Heroes Super Saiyan Vegeta, I believe it is, Gohan, and you can see the disparity in the sizes because how small they are next to him, right? Because he's more like a 8-inch to 9-inch figure, almost. Then let's bring in for different scales and really different lines, right, of figures, just to see how he fits in. Let's do the Steel Brigade from Valorverse. Steel Brigade from Valorverse right there. And bring in the let's see, Marvel Legends X-Men Spiral, which is also a very cool figure, as you can see there. You kind of get an idea of how they look like next to each other. And you see that these are different scales, different lines, but still looks cool, or still would look cool on a shelf, for example, right? So let's do a couple more comparisons. Let's do the NECA toys. Let's do the NECA Dungeons and let's do the NECA Dungeons and Dragons War Duke, for example. Alright, and you see that's kind of like the same scale because it's very tall, just like him. And I still haven't reviewed this fella, but I'm planning to because he's fucking amazing. Let's bring in the Masco X-Men. What's his name? Oh my god, I forget. On the top of my head, Bishop. I believe it's Bishop. Bishop figure from Mezco, which looks really freaking fantastic as well. Next here to the Chaos Blade, or Chaos Marine. Let me take a quick pause to bring in some other Space Marines from McFarlane so that you can see what they look like together, you know, in a money shot. But I don't have them here next to me, so give me a second. I'll be right back. And here we have them, guys. Here we have them next to a couple of more of McFarlane 4K Warhammer figures here. And you see you have the green suit and black on gold. I forgot their names respectively right now at the moment, but you have an idea. That's what they would look like next to each other, which they look really freaking cool. Just move this real quick, and here is the Chaos female body one, female War Machine as well, or Warhammer rather. And that's what he looks like next to the female body buck. So looks really cool, really badass, really menacing, really big, and have a real strong shelf presence when you have them, you know, right there in front of you. They look really, really good. So they look dope, they look good. So, you know, let me try one little thing before we get to the end of the review, just out of curiosity, just to see. So hang in there, right there with me. Yeah, guys, so out of curiosity, I just wanted to make sure that you were able to swap out head portraits, and as you can see, you can. So if you want to swap out the head portraits of each of individual character, right, to make it look a little different, as you can see here, you can. And they fit perfectly because it uses the same ball peg in the neck for all of the McFarlane figures. So you can use, you know, the same style heads for each and every individual one, due to the fact that they use, again, like I said, the same ball peg. Let's try to give you a better close-up shot so you can see how it looks, because it's pretty cool. So there you have it, guys. You can actually swap out ball heads or ball pegs or head swaps to make sure that you want to make them look a little different. You can, and they look cool, you know. So now let's go to the end of the review and my final thoughts. Okay, guys, and so my final thoughts are, this figure, just like every other previous McFarlane figure, is a really, really good piece and really, really awesome looking figure from the Warhammer series to have and to add to your collection, especially at the price point of $20 from the McFarlane toy line version. Again, as far as the paint job and maybe the flexibility of the articulation from the Joy toy is definitely not the same, but again, there is a bigger disparity in price point. Even though you can get some of those Joy toy ones for as cheap as $35 or $40, it's still a $20 difference. And they're much smaller. So these figures have presence, they have height, and you know, they're just really nice. They're really nice. They're a lot better than I think people actually suspect, especially those who are Warhammer fans that don't collect McFarlane toys, because they don't, they're not really trusting in them, or they think they're maybe, garbage figures, and only really collect the Joy Toy ones. So, I could understand the sentiment, but the reality is that for the, for the price point, the sculpting, the painting, what you're getting here is a nice bang for your buck, and also with decent articulation for the size and girth of each individualized figures. So I think it's great. I highly recommend them to add to your collection, especially if you're a Warhammer fan, and especially if you've been collecting all the other ones from the McFarlane toy line. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video, a thumbs down if you didn't like the review. And let me know what you think about the figure, if you guys like him, you're planning on getting him. If maybe now, because you've seen my small review and thoughts on it, I maybe hope you change your mind, or maybe you just think it's garbage all flat out. Regardless of what, just leave a comment down below, because it's good for, figure collecting conversation. Well guys, there it is, the McFarlane Toys Gold Label Warhammer Chaos Marine, right? The Word Space Marine, actually, Word Bearer. So check him out. He should be available in Amazon and on mcfarlanetoystores.com. Let me know if you guys are going to pick them up or not. You can find me on any social media platform, like Twitter or Instagram. It's all down in the description below. Or if you ever want to help me out in any way, shape, or form, because you like what I do, you like my channel, or you have the means to do it, and just want to help me grow, there is a way you can do so with my PayPal and Patreon information down in the description below. Or if you want to donate anything to the channel to have me review it, highlight it, or showcase it, like I just did with this piece here, I would be more than glad to, more than humbled, and it would be an honor. Just hit me up in one of those social media DMs. This is your host, Hebot, signing off for another episode of Toys in My Closet. I'll see you guys real soon. Until the next one, bye-bye.